Welcome everybody, I'm Stephanie. I'm so glad you've decided to join me today. I've got a few moves for you to help you while you're traveling during this holiday season. So whether you're traveling by car or by plane, or you just need a few stretches to kind of work out some things in your body, join me on your mat, in the air, or maybe you're at your rest stop, wherever you're at, and let's get started. So as you're traveling, a lot of times you're going to be seated in a position, either seated in the car or in an airplane. And so the hip flexors get real tight, the back gets real tight, everything just kind of pulls in. So we're wanting to counteract and open back up. So a few little stretches for you here. Little side bends to begin with. Step your right foot behind your left. Reach your arms up overhead. Grab your right wrist with your left fingers. Inhale, reach up through the crown. So it's not the shoulders, but you're reaching up, stretching your torso. And exhale, side bend over to the left. Can you keep your bottom arm from bending? So it's stretching the top one even more. Breathe into the stretch, exhaling through, letting go instead of forcing. One more breath here. Make your way back to center. Hands come back down by your sides. Uncross your right foot. Left foot steps behind. Arms come up overhead. Grabbing your left wrist with your right fingers. Inhale, reach up through your crown. Exhale, side bending over to the right. Can you keep length in both sides? Keep breathing, letting go through the left side body. And come back to center. Uncross your left foot. Hands come back down to your sides. The next one, we're going to take a little back bend. So hands come to the small of your back. Reach your shoulders back, your elbows back. You're kind of pinching your shoulder blades, your scapula together. Inhale again. Lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. That length is so important. And exhale. Reach your hips forward. Little back bend. Inhale, come back up. You might do that a few more times, but really important to keep the length so you're not just crunching into the low back as you're back bending. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, shoot your hips forward. And inhale, come back up. Another one that you can take is some hip openers. It might just be simple enough that you're just doing some standing trees. So you might open the knee, open the hip, shifting the weight to the left foot. You can keep tree on the floor, toes on the floor, maybe below the knee, maybe above the knee. Or to take it a little bit deeper, maybe you're coming to a standing pigeon. You're crossing the right ankle over the left knee, pressing the ankle into the bottom of the thigh. You might hold on to something if you need to. And just releasing the hip. Little stretch through the right hip. Beautiful. Other side. Right foot steps down. Transfer your weight to your right foot. Your choice. Standing tree. Toe on the floor. Below. Above the knee. Or maybe standing pigeon. Left ankle over your right knee. Breathe into your left hip. Again, if you're starting to feel a little wobbly, you can hold on to something. We really want to pay attention to opening up the hips here. And release. Left foot comes back down to the mat. The last one we want to take is a down dog. And don't worry, you're not going to be in the middle of the airport or at a gas station on the ground. This is just very easy to do against the wall. So we're coming up against the wall, aligning your ankles underneath your hip points. Palms are going to come directly onto the wall, making sure that your wrists are in line with your shoulders. So you're making these two straight lines. And then once you find that alignment there, beginning to reach your hips back. And there's two things that can happen. The first thing can be that if you're very super flexible in your shoulders, you might be coming ears past your shoulders, shoulders reaching up above your ears, or your heart and your rib cage is just kind of buckling down. So we don't want to lose the integrity of all this. Core still pulls in. We're looking for similar shapes, just like in our down dog on the floor. Rotate your shoulders away from your ears. Bring some integrity there so your ears are in line with your shoulders and you're not dipping below. Keep reaching your hips back. Soften your knees. Don't lock them out. So a lot of this is coming, the length is coming from the torso, reaching the hips back. Some of the weight is shifting back into the heels of the feet. Keep breathing. All four corners are still connected down, so you're not lifting the tops of the feet. And beautiful, coming back up. So those are just some simple stretches that you can take while you're out traveling today. I hope you have a great holiday season. Blessings and namaste.